Welcome, everybody. This is officially time for us to get started. We are going to show you exactly how to generate, the secret behind my $20 million a year company. So our guest expert whose screen we're currently sharing, if you could please type on that screen, the secrets to scaling to a 20 million a year company. And it's not about affiliate marketing. For once, what do you know? Guys, affiliate marketing is amazing. You know that. I love it. It's a great way to start. It's a great way, let me repeat that, to start. It is not the only or the way that I envision you actually building your eventual scalable business. So today, I'm going to let the cat out of the bag. Who wants to guess what we're going to be talking about? If I'm giving you one secret that has to do with digital, all right, that has to do with digital, but that's exactly how you get your business to scale, what am I going to be talking about? Juan says, Fred, is that you? Hey, Fred Cup is my style, not the other way around. All right, Richard, you got it right. LB says email marketing. We're not talking about email today. Magdill says me. We're not talking about you. Michael says interactive marketing. Nope, that was last week. Thomas, you are right. Donna, FB, not yet. That will be coming up soon. RC, you're close. Nicole, you are right. Angela, you are right. Tamer, you are not. You said e-commerce. This is not e-commerce. Digital, guys. Digital. E-com is not digital. Tom, you are right. All right, we got a lot of people that are right. Guys, we are going to today talk about how to create your own digital product that allows you to build a scalable business that's completely automated. So right now, type in all capital letters, type in excited if you are pumped to learn how to create your own fully automated online business that is completely digital. You don't have to have employees. You don't have, oh, wow, look at this. Look at the exciteds rolling in. Guys, I want to see a lot of interaction, a lot of feedback today. And I'll tell you exactly why I want to see so much feedback. Because today I've convinced someone to take time away from their family, from their business, to come here and to present to you and teach you. And when we do that, what is the Learn Nation way? Our way is we bring a ton of energy to the table, and we make our guests feel tremendously welcomed, and we let them know that we are very appreciative of it, all right? So the guest I'm bringing on today is someone who's very just near and dear to my heart, all right? This is my best friend. This is someone who I've had the honor and the pleasure of having helped. You know, when I first met him, it was on one of those crazy fun nights in Las Vegas. All right, we just became buddies because we actually ended up rooming together on a friendly vacation to Vegas amongst a bunch of friends, and I never knew him before that. Turns out he lived up the street from me. He was in a completely different world. He was running a car dealership, a dealership where he had worked his way up from the guy who washed cars all the way to the GM. How many of you can relate with that? Type in me if you're currently coming into this from a completely different world. You've never, you are not someone who is a entrepreneur or digital marketer traditionally. Come on, type in me right now. I want to see the me's pouring in. I'm not moving forward. If you're watching us on Facebook, if you're watching us on YouTube, we have a lot of people watching us on YouTube. Welcome to the session today. Welcome to the session. Oops, let me pause that. If you're watching us in any of these sites, I want you to comment below. I want you to type in me. I want you to engage and be interactive with us. Wow, look at all the me's coming in. Guys, he understands what it's like to make that transition. So after having seen me for quite some time do what I was doing, he finally decided to ask me. He said, listen, I want to come on over. Now, back then I was in a really tough place in my personal business. I really could have used someone I trusted, someone who I could really, just know looking out the best of me. And this guy was the perfect person. So he came in and he really helped me climb out of my areas of issues. And after that, he went on and took his own reign and he built his own company. He's doing amazing things. It's been just impeccably amazing watching him build what he's built. Very good friend, warm heart, does millions of dollars a year, built multiple companies, multiple properties. And I got to tell you, living the life of his dreams right now. And also, I don't know if he's public about this, but Jimmy, I'm about to go public. He's also about to become a daddy. So let's all welcome my good friend and marketing genius by first putting in a big congrats, Jimmy. Let's all type in congrats to Jimmy. All right, everybody, I want to see everybody who's watching this. I'm going to go check our Facebook here. And you better be warm welcoming him with wide open arms, guys. Come on. All right, let's see. Let's all type in congrats, Jimmy. As much as I always try my best to scare him, I'd like to also now offer him some congratulations. All right, Mr. Jimmy Kim, we've got congratulations coming in from all over the place. Jimmy, just so you know, we got hundreds of people here on GoToWebinar. We've got hundreds of people on our Facebook Live, and we have close to 100 people on our YouTube, man. You've got a packed room. People are pumped. People are excited. And everything that Jimmy shares with you today, let me just tell you guys one thing. Every single thing that Jimmy shares with you today is exactly what I do in my company. This is how I'm generating, and to be very fair with you, the number isn't 20 million. This year is probably going to be north of 30 million between all the companies that I have stake in. So this is my future. If you ask me how I'm going to build $1 billion a year company, funny enough, you know what? My entire plan, which I have a very specific plan, is exactly the same system. I'm going to use digital products to do it using exactly what Jimmy's going to share with you today. So ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, please help me welcome, and with a big warm welcome, our marketing genius, a good friend, and someone who's really here just for your good. Remember one thing, we've got nothing but valuable content today, so make sure you take notes. And without further ado, Mr. Jimmy Kim, are you there?
Yes, I am. Thank you for that very exciting introduction, and thank you everybody in there for the congratulations. I love the little emojis and all sorts of things that people sent, and yes, I know I'm not going to sleep anymore, and I'm okay with that because, I'm ready for it now. So, well, sort of, maybe. Okay, maybe not. But anyways. Well, thank you guys for being here. I'm super excited to be here as always, and it's always a pleasure to be able to speak in front of hundreds and hundreds of people that are here because of one mission: to become and start with your own online business. And as Anik has said, first things first, let's just be really, really clear. I'm not going to be selling anything today. So I know a couple of you guys already said in the chat box, what are you selling today? Well, I'm not selling you anything today. In fact, I'm going to teach you things that you can do from anywhere around the world. I don't care if you're in Saudi Arabia or you're in India or you're in the United States or you're in Mars. It doesn't matter. What I'm going to teach you is going to be, things that you can learn and things that you can do anywhere from the world. And that's what we're going to talk about here today too. And this is all about, as Marcus says in their chat box, knowledge. And we're going to be just sharing a ton of knowledge. This is information, as Onyx says, what he does in his business, what I do in my business, and, the things that we've been doing for the last 8 years for myself, and for Onyx over 15 years when it comes down to it. And that's what we're here for. And I wanted to be a part of this and teach you guys something amazing. And this is actually a 2-part webinar, guys. So today we're going to go over it, and I don't want to waste time here, but just to talk about it real quick. Today we're going to go over the first basics part, and then next week we'll continue on with it at the same time, same location. So make sure you're marking this down on your calendar right now, because next week we'll continue diving into it deeper and further. And again, free content next week as well. And I'm just going to keep talking about it because I want to teach you guys this. And the only way you're going to learn this is by absolutely doing it. All right. So on the screen here, what you should be seeing right now, it says, welcome to Success Weekly, digital workshop #1, the secrets to scaling to a $20 million company. So that's what you should be seeing here today. All right. So if you're ready to get learning and learn a bunch of stuff here today, type a #1 in the box. Let me know you're excited. And Facebook, YouTube, guys, just comment and let me know. There we go, pouring it. I love engagement just as much as Anik does, because that means you guys are listening, you guys are learning, you guys are paying attention. And the #1 thing that I want to do is teach you guys some things so you walk away feeling like you spent the last hour with me and knowing a ton of stuff that I've taught you. So that's what I'm here for, all right? So I'm going to go ahead and raise this up here, and we're going to get started today right now. And I'm going to tell you the 2 things we're going to talk about today, and this is going to cover through the next hour, is what we'll discuss. We'll discuss today, okay? We're going to do 2 things. First, I'm going to start off with a little case study, okay? This is a case study because I want to show you exactly the differences between affiliate marketing and owning your own digital product. That word, I know people get scared of. They think that it's scary, whatever it may be. Don't worry, I'm going to show you how it can be done, how anyone can do it. And in fact, I'm going to show you just step by step exactly what you should be thinking about and the things that we're going to do. And I'm going to make it interactive. So I'm going to ask you guys questions. So I need you guys to be paying attention because it's important, all right? So we've got the $90 versus $1,125 case study. And we got one more thing. I'm going to tell you about the process, right? Step by step. We're going to go over the process, and I'm going to teach you all about it. So that's what we're going to talk about here today. So we're going to start off here and talk all about the case study first, because I feel like this is something important, because if you can see the money and you can follow the money, that's where you're going to be able to understand why this is so powerful, and why starting that product and creating your own product is such a powerful thing, and being a digital publisher is so much stronger than just being an affiliate marketer. I know Anik talks about it, and just as he said, the thing that makes his business so powerful is the fact that he has products, and it's not just about the affiliate marketing. That side does make him a bunch of money too, but that's not the part that's going to really be able to elevate you to that next level. So what I'm going to do is, I like to start off, and I'm going to show you this case study, and the only way I'm going to be able to show you this case study is to pull out my handy dandy paintbrush, because I love paintbrushes. So now you're going to see a blank screen again, and you'll see this right here, right? You guys see that? That was me just scribbling, just showing you I'm using it. So first of all, I'm going to immediately apologize for my artwork, because my art is not that great. It's not as good as Onyx, but I'm going to be able to explain better as an explain it. All right. So my case study starts off with very simple. Okay. We're going to start off as an affiliate. All right. So I'm going to kind of reiterate or remind everybody, and some people already know all this stuff, some people may not. So I felt like it was the perfect thing to teach you guys as we start. So as an affiliate, let's talk about the process of how everything works. So there's traffic, right? You guys all understand what traffic is. Traffic is the lifeblood of any online business. We're going to start there. And then we've got your landing page here, right? This is your landing page, your opt-in page, your squeeze page, your ethical bribe page, whatever you want to call it. There's a million names that you call it. Very simple. You're sending that traffic from here, and you're sending it to your landing page. And from there, you're sending it to your offers, right? So you're sending it to 3 different places, and we're going to point out the 3 different places that you're going to send it to, or 2 different places, I'm sorry. And this is what's going to happen. First, it's going to go to your autoresponder. Whoops. Right? We're going to go ahead and take you to your autoresponder, and the other side, we're going to take you to your affiliate offer after they opt in, right? So this is the typical process that happens as an affiliate. You're sending that traffic, or you may even be skipping that landing page and taking it directly to the affiliate offer as well. So sometimes, I'm just going to put this dash here. This is sometimes you'll even do this, and that's up to you when it comes down to you. But most likely, if you've been learning properly, you should know that you should be taking this to your landing page, right? So this is where an affiliate is doing when it comes down to that. Traffic here above can be free or paid. It just depends what you're working with, depending on the different types of traffic. I'm not here to talk about the different types of traffic right now, but we can talk about that a little bit more on the next webinar as well, a little bit too as well. Now on your landing page, you guys know what a landing page looks like. You've got a little offer, you got an email opt-in here, you've got a little blurb of text here that you're going to put in here, and it sits in there. And you know, when they put their email address in here, it automatically sends them to wherever you want to do. And then you've got your technology, which is your autoresponder that you're going to be sending the information to, and so forth. So that's pretty simple, right? Everybody understands how this all works, right? This is how the simplicity of being set up so that you can set it up. So if you understand this part, give me a number 2 in the box. Let me know that you are understanding so far. Okay, good. All right, so you guys all understand the basis of how an affiliate works. Now, let's start off some math. I want to start off with some math with an affiliate, because it's all about math at the end of the day, because the case study goes very simple, right? And this is a real case study. This isn't just some fabricated case study, but I do have to tell you that it is hypothetical, because not everyone will get the same results. Some will be better, some will be worse. So let's start out with this case study, right? All right, so what I'm going to do here real quick is we're going to erase that real quick like this. Boom. All right, it's gone now, right? So this is a hypothetical situation, and I'm going to put that there because it doesn't mean that everyone's going to get the same results, but I'm going to go ahead and start it off, right? So let's talk about this at the same, so you're going to buy traffic, right? So let's say you're going to buy 500 clicks, which is about $500, right? That's pretty standard, maybe a little bit less, a little bit more. It doesn't matter. I'm using 500 because it's easy number. I know some people say, oh, I can buy the traffic for cheaper, yada, yada, yada. I get it. It's not a problem, all right? So from those 500 people, what happens, right? You buy those 500 people to your site as an affiliate marketer, and you get 500 people to see your landing page, right? Pretty simple again, pretty simple numbers. 500 people see your landing page and so forth. Now, From there, those 500 people have to do something, right? You got to have them to take an action, whatever it may be. Now, in this case, because there's a landing page, we want them to opt in. So they want them to give you an email address. Well, historically, with the way that email opt-in works, about 30 to 35% of people will give you that email address. So let's go ahead and say 30% of people opt into your site, right? Very simple standard numbers, right? So 30% of people opt into your site, pretty simple, pretty straightforward numbers, all right? So that means about 150 people, right? 30% of 500 is about 150 people, right? So you are gonna be, people will opt in, right? That means 150 people will actually give you their email address, right? And from there, you've got a couple things that occur with those 150 people, right? There's two things that occur actually. First, they are sent to your autoresponder. So this is sent to your autoresponder, all right? And the other side would be see your bonus offer. So a lot of times you'll send them to, after the opt-in, to an affiliate offer of some sort that you have, right? So you have two different things that happens once those 150 people come in, right? Now, from there, right? So 150 people, and traditionally about 33% of those people will see your bonus offer, okay? That's pretty standard math. People will give their email address and a lot of times will exit out real quick and say, okay, I already got my free gift or whatever I was getting. So those people will jump over and say, I will go ahead and check out what you're offering. So that's about 50 people, okay? And then the other percentage of people, those other people go through your autoresponder, which you'll have a series of emails go through, and about 20% of them will click through your emails. And I'm just giving you some hypothetical math again, and that means about 20%. So that's about 30 people, right? So that's what happens here when it comes down to it. Now, let's look at the numbers here. We're gonna combine these two numbers, 30 plus 80, and we've got about 30 plus 50 plus 30 is about 80 people, right? So that's about 80 people that have seen the offer at this point. You take that through and you get about 80 people that will see the offer that you're promoting, right? Now let's go ahead and do some math here, okay? 80 people times about 3% conversion rate is about 2.4 sales, okay? Pretty simple math again. Conversion rate means the number of people that actually go from just being a person that views the site to actually pulling out their credit card and buying something, okay? So let's say 80 people times 3%, 2.4, that's about 2.5 sales. So let's just continue with that hypothetical math. So let's say an average sale, all right? So this is an average sale, is about $75, okay? Let's say an average sale is about $75. That means that once they go through the funnel with the upsells and the upgrades and the one-time offers and all that stuff, a person buys a $50 product, maybe so many people buy the upgrade offer, you get about $75 per sale times 2.4 people. So I'm using this math because I want to be exact on the numbers, right? And that's about $180, all right? Not bad, not bad. You made $180. But let's not forget one thing here when you do this math here is you're an affiliate. You don't actually get to keep all that. You actually have to divide that by 2, right? You get 50% commissions, right? That's the standard that goes on, right? So you get 50% commissions of that number. And what does that really leave you with? $90, okay? So now I want to just show you this. As an affiliate, right? You buy 500 pieces of traffic, right? You buy 500 clicks here, right? Up here. Oops. Let me use a different color here. Hold on one second. Here, okay, you buy 500 pieces of traffic here, so you spend about $500 to buy that traffic, and after going through your follow-up series, you're left at the end of the day about $90. Now, through the next 30 days, you'll probably start to make some money back, and the goal is by the end of the first month that you're trying to make your $500 back and then start seeing profits after that. Pretty simple, right? I mean, that actually sounds, as someone says, it sounds depressing, but the thing is, this works. I'm personally doing all the time. I build my list, but as an affiliate, this is how I started when I did it. And this is how you grow up. You start with 150 people on your list here. So you are expected to make about $150 a month with that list. But at the first month, usually is about 2 to 3 times the value. So after this would be at month 2, right? So this would be like month 2, where in month 1, you're going to be looking at, making about 3 times. So the goal here and the best time, right? Best value, best outcome, in my opinion, and all the years that I've been able to do is at my best outcome with buying about 500 clicks, I'm able to 3x the amount of money. So 3 times the 150. So I can usually make about $450 back in the first month, maybe a little bit more when it comes down to it. So, it's good, and it's positive, because after this, in month 2, you'll make $150, then you'll have made $600. Month 3, you'll made $750. So, let's just do the math run. So month 1, you made about $450, right? Month 2, you'll make about $600, because we're adding the 150 there. Month 3, you'll make about $750 total. This is the total amount of money that you're making, right? So within a couple months, you're making money back. But the initial burst, when you spent that money, you made $90, right? That's where you started off, and that's where you got to start climbing to make that money, right? This is the average, and this is a very average number, hypothetical situation, and it works, right? It's not like it doesn't work. It's just, this is the way the math works. And it's not to be scared about. People do great things. I've seen people scale to $40,000, $50,000 a month as being just an affiliate marketer who builds an email list, does the same thing over and over again, and it works. And I'm not saying that it's bad business position, but let me show you a totally different way now. I want to talk about products and why products are so powerful here. So let's go ahead and pull over here and erase that. All right. And let me talk about what it is to be a product owner. So first things first, here's your product. So I'm going to call this your product. Okay. This is your product. All right. And now, how does your product get traffic? Well, there's 3 ways to get traffic as a free product owner. Okay. There's free, paid, and affiliate traffic. This is something that you don't get as an affiliate, but you get as a product owner. So you know what's so cool about affiliate traffic? Affiliate traffic is better than free traffic, because free traffic is usually pretty untargeted traffic. It's pretty like generic traffic. Paid traffic is obviously great traffic, but affiliate traffic right here, this affiliate traffic is powerful stuff right here. And the reason why it's so powerful is the most targeted traffic. It's the type of traffic that you want to your site. Now, here's what's really cool about owning your own product, right? If they come in through paid or they come in through free traffic, right? So free or paid traffic ends up giving, free or paid traffic, which you'll get both of, because free traffic happens, people share it to their friends, your website will rank, and so many other things. You get to keep 100% of the profit when you own the product. You don't have to split it with anybody. You don't have to worry anything. And let's just say you've got affiliates. So this is an affiliate side. Affiliate traffic. So this is the people sending you. This is where a lot of people are. They're sending this traffic because they're looking for offers. Let's look at the affiliate traffic, and what happens with that. You only pay 50% of when they make a sale. All right. So that's really important to remember. You only pay when they make a sale. This is where it gets really different. In the affiliate model, when you buy traffic, you're kind of left it hanging and making sure the product, makes sales, and you can maximize those sales. But if you're an affiliate, okay, you get to keep 50% of sales, okay? And that's what it comes down to. Pay, that's where it goes. Now, again, this goes on all different cylinders when it comes down to it. You could use any method here, but the powerfulness behind it is really right here when you get 100% of the profit and you only pay 50%. So this is another method of free traffic, that this is free traffic, right? This is free traffic only to be paid if you are absolutely making the sale, right? Pretty easy to understand. Yes, if everyone understands, put a 3 in the box. Let me know that you're following with me so far and you get what I'm talking about so far, all right? So now let's break out the next hypothetical thing. This is the part that's going to absolutely blow your mind, and then we're going to get into teaching you exactly what you're learning here today when it comes down to it, all right? So then let's go ahead and take it to the next hypothetical situation, okay? We're going to take the same numbers that we did. So this is a hypothetical situation. Oops. All right, situation. I can't spell today, but hypothetical situation here. And we're going to talk about this in the same way. So we're going to go ahead and buy $500 clicks at $500, right? Just like we did in the last math, right? I'm going to keep it really, really straightforward. Now, here's what's really powerful about it. Instead of taking them to your landing page, and this is optional, you can take them to your landing page, or you can take them to so you can do it to your product page, 500 people see your product, okay? Or 500 people to your landing page. All right. Now, the only difference that you're going to follow, I'm not going to go through this side of the math on purpose because you guys already saw the math a second ago. So if they do this, we go back to your old math and we look at the conversions based on it. But instead of just making $90, you're going to make $180, right? So this leads to $180, right? But I'm going to show you the real math behind it. And this is the same thing that Onik does. This is the same thing that I do. And this is where you really can see a big difference, all right? So 500 people come see your product, right? That's very simple. And let's say about 3% of people buy. Just like before, 3% conversion rate. These are very highly targeted people that you've bought traffic to. About 3% of people buy. What's 3% of 500 people? That's about 15 sales, guys. 15 sales, and you don't have to be a genius to know that. Pretty simple, right? So that's 15 sales, okay? Now, let's continue this, right? And now we talked about this earlier. Average sale, again, based on our last hypothetical situation, was $75 per customer, right? So let's go ahead and do this now, all right? And now what happens here? Let's go to the last step here. I'm waiting for someone to guess. No one's guessed yet. Let's see here. Let's just see. Okay, so 15 customers times $75 is, drum roll, what is that, guys? It's $1,125, guys. $1,125 that I was able to make here by sending that same amount of 500 people because I owned my own product. See that? You guys see that? And plus, we're not even done yet because you haven't figured out. Plus, you just developed a buyer's list, okay? These aren't people who are freebie kickers. They're not people who are just only looking for the free stuff. These are people who've pulled out 15 people who've pulled out their wallet and 15 people at the same time that know who you are and respect you as an authority. Just like you guys look up to Onik, it's the same idea. You know exactly who this person is and they respect you as an authority, guys. Think about that. Think about what this comes down to, right? You're looking at this. The difference that you're really, really coming down to, and I'm going to pull up a red pen again, just like before, you're still spending that same amount of money here, the $500. But the bottom line, guys, the bottom line is driven right here, okay? So what I just showed you guys, right? This is the great part. And you don't, what is it, Magdale actually hit it right on the head. I was going to just say that. These will be people who continue to buy things from you, from the people you recommend. These are people who pull out their wallet and respect you. They look at you as a person that comes down to it. So let me erase this now. So far, that's what it comes down. So question of the day is, would you rather, all right, it's gonna be a little fun. Would you rather at this point, $90 versus $1,125? And this is the case study. Which would you rather prefer? And this isn't really a question that, this isn't a question that I want an answer for, but which one would you rather have? Put it in the box before. Would you like option 1 or option 2? Option 1 being $90, option 2 being $1,125. Of course, everyone's going to say option 2, and you guys are hitting the nail exactly right. Now, this is the part where I'm in here because, well, let's face it here. Let's face it. Everyone's already thinking in their head, well, that sounds great and dandy, but how do I actually create it? Well, ta-da, I'm here to teach you guys this stuff and teach you this information starting today and give you the information that you guys are looking for. So if you're ready to learn now to how to build your product, give me a big yes in the box and let me know. Facebook, I've got Facebook, I've got 275 people plus, growing faster. I've got YouTube, hundreds of people on YouTube now going, and here hundreds of people. So guys, yes, look at that. All right, so you guys are ready to learn. I just wanted to give you guys the math because I know how people can be. If I told you that you had to build a product right now and I couldn't tell you why, you guys might sit there and go, I don't know if I want to do that. But if I can show you the math and show you the proof behind every little aspect of why you need to be the guy that creates a product. And Carolyn, congratulations if you're almost done with yours. You see the difference. You guys see the difference in math, black and white. You guys can change and transpose any number in here from maybe 500 clicks costing you $250 or 500 clicks costing you $100, whatever it may be. The numbers don't lie at the end of the day. This is the only variable. Remember this. This is the only variable right here that actually matters. The rest of these numbers will go with the flow, right? Because if you get 500 people at $100 or 500 people at $10 or whatever it may be, just remember how much bigger. And I'm not even putting in the part where it'll go viral or you'll get ranked into SEO or some person will talk to another friend about your great product and you'll be able to start getting free traffic and free sales as well. So this is the only variable that actually matters right here. The rest of this stuff is actually spot on to what it really does when it comes down to, all right? So it looks like everyone's ready. I'm checking Facebook. People are just going crazy over there, checking YouTube. Yep. Awesome. Well, I am ready to teach you guys. So I'm going to switch back again to my notepad that I started this whole presentation with, and let's switch there. All right. So now we're back to my notepad here. So I'm really excited. You guys just witnessed what the difference between a $90 and $1,125 case study. So let's start off. I'm going to name off this, and this is where you're going to need your pen and paper. You should probably get a pen and paper here and start paying attention to your text pad or notepad or anything. And I'm going to teach you guys exactly what it goes. And Carolyn says, how do I do better than 3%? Carolyn, that's up to you. That's based on copy. I think Anik has a great copy thing that's all about marketing. Remember that, okay? So here are the 7 steps to product creation. All right, you guys ready? All right, step 1, creating your course. I'm going to break these down for you in just a second here, and we're going to break into them even further next week. So what I want to do is set the foundation. I wanted this to all soak in today. I want you guys to learn from me, listen to me, and then next week we'll really dive into it and really break it in. And I think Anik will be joining me next week, and we're going to go back and forth and talk about each step in full and what he does, what our company does, and kind of talk about it in full so that you guys really get the best explanation of what's going on. So here, create your course, right? Or your unique selling position, right? Proposition here, your sales copy. 3 is going to be your design. And we're going to break this out. Don't get scared if I'm going fast. I want to list them out real quick for you, okay? Memberships, all right? Integrations, and last but not least, payment collection. And this is the money part, right? So those are the 7 steps in the highest form to speak about right now. I wanted to start off in the highest format so you guys can really start thinking about it when it comes down to it. Now we're going to break it down a lot further here. So we're going to do what I call a 1-level breakdown today, and then next week on next Wednesday's digital I forget what he called this thing, but in Learn Success Weekly in the webinar next week that you guys already signed up for, we'll be talking about how to break this down even further. Anik and I will go through, all right? So let's go and start off with number 1, creating your online course, okay? Now, this is your unique selling proposition. People always sit there, and this is the part that everyone gets scared of, right? What's my niche? What do I selling? What am I gonna do? What am I looking for, right? So let's start off and talk about the basics around what you should be thinking about as you're doing this, all right? I'm gonna move this up here so you guys can see it better. All right, perfect. All right, so you're gonna select your niche, all right? So before you do it, I'm gonna talk to you guys right off the back about niche selection, and something that I always have to remind my students about. All right, there's a wise man that once told me something very smart, and this was something that actually Mr. Singal Anik actually taught me. It is very simple. I'd rather be a small fish in a big pond than a big fish in a small pond, all right? What does that mean when it comes down to being being a course owner, right? So let's say that I'm gonna look around my desk here, and I'm looking for something small, I guess. I don't really have anything that's in a small thing. Whatever it may be, okay? So what I really wanted to see is, okay, let's just pretend watches was not a big niche. Listen, I know a lot of people wear watches, but we're gonna take a hypothetical situation, imaginative, and say you want to build a product about watches, but you find out that there's no actual courses about how to build a watch, right? So you say, hey, I know how to build a watch, I'm gonna build one. Well, there's a reason why people don't actually have courses about building watches, because there's no market for it. So you're the biggest fish in the smallest pond, meaning you're building the course that no one else has. You're the big kahuna, but there's nobody who wants it, which is your small pond, right? As opposed to if you go into personal development, internet marketing, weight loss, whatever it may be, if you're doing any of those subjects or topics, here's what gets really cool. You can be the small guy. You don't have to be the big guy. There's a $1 billion pond out there, and you just need to get a little chunk of it. Instead of trying to create a big pond, you actually just jump into the little pond, right? So you always want to be, just a little piece. And Smiley's Don just said, I'd rather be a piece of watermelon than a whole grape. Haha. That's exactly what I'm talking about. That's another way of looking at it. So selecting your niche is very important when you're creating that course. The next thing you want to start thinking about is, okay, what do I need? What does my course need to be about, right? So you need to look at thinking about filling a need or problem versus solution, right? Pretty simple, right? How do you do something, how to do something, how to, start to do Facebook marketing, how to do email marketing. I mean, these are all things. If you've been a follower of Anik, for example, his, flagship course is Inbox Blueprint, and it's teaching you how to do email marketing, right? He's filling a need. He's showing you the problem, which is people don't know where to start online. And the solution is, let me show you how to accelerate that with email marketing, right? Pretty simple and straightforward. So you want to go ahead and create something that fills a need. And then the second part that you've got to make sure you have is the knowledge. Now, let me give you a little bit of secret right now. I'm going to tell you a secret that people will always gasp at, right? Did you know that the content out there in the web, right? All these people are selling things, and softwares are great, and that's where it elevates to the next level. But if you're not looking at the software and just looking at the content side, a lot of this content's out there. And when I went back and thought about my first course that I ever built in 2011, I realized the content was actually out there and available. The thing that you're doing when you're selling a course is not only are you selling, packaging it together, but you're putting it so it's easy to understand, easy to digest in one place. People are buying time. They're not buying knowledge all the time. The number one thing that people buy when it comes to buying a course, an online course, an education course, is they're buying time. They don't have to sit there and search and wait hours on end just to find that information. Instead, they go on and they just jump in and they can have all the information in front of them. Believe it or not, that's something that you got to think about, right? That's something that people don't think about. So, and then the second part about is what makes that course sell? Well, the same thing, second thing is called sales messaging, aka copywriting. I'm sure you've heard this term a lot lately, and that's great because you should be thinking about that. Sales messaging or copywriting, the words that you see, the words that sell, the words that are in front of you, the words that make you pull out your wallet, that's the sales messaging that you've got to be thinking about. So the second part of product creation here from this here is your sales copy or your sales messaging or your copywriting. And again, we'll dig into this a little bit deeper, but over the last couple of weeks, I know that Anik's really been talking about that pretty heavily anyways, so I'm not going to talk too much about that. But I want to talk about the different ways to create that. And there's four different ways that you can create that messaging, right? Here's the different styles of copywriting, right? Pretty simple. There's a VSL. This is a video sales letter. There is what we call a written sales letter. So you don't have to get on anything. You just write out a great sales letter that explains exactly what you're selling. There's webinars, just like one you're on now, except you'd be selling instead of not selling like I'm doing today. I'm just teaching you, right? But these webinars are exactly how you're going to do it. The last thing you have is a hybrid. This could be any version of what you're seeing above here. You can take two of the versions of a VSL and a written sales letter, or a webinar and a written sales letter, whatever it may be. There's a hybrid version of it. Now, the hardest part of doing this is, well, writing it. Conversions, right? Conversions and sales. That's the hardest part about when it comes to making sure that you can write a great copy, right? You guys understand that. And you can outsource it. That's great. You can outsource it and you can hire people. Now, that's something that I'm going to talk about in a little bit, but there's a lot of ways you can outsource a lot of these products steps when it comes down to people. Forget that there's a lot of great, brilliant people out there that'll actually do the work for you, and all you got to do is pay them for it. So, I'm gonna name some prices, and don't let it scare you, but a good copywriter is going to cost you anywhere from about $1,000 to, I've seen as high as $25,000 for a piece of copy. And that's all based on where you're comfortable, what you're looking for. But I just wanted to show you that it is possible when it comes down to it, right? So pretty simple, right? So now let's say here at this point, you understand your course and you know your copy. Well, these are the parts that get a little bit more technical, and this is the part that people get scared at when it comes down to it. Let's talk about design here, okay? So design is pretty good. How does my page look, right? How many people look at a page, right? How does my page look? How many people here go to a page, and if the website looks, well, ugly, right? when it looks ugly and it doesn't look good, how many people turn around and go, I don't really trust this site, or I don't really know if this is legit, right? How many people? Give me a yes or no here. People started saying yes, haha. I see people saying yeah, of course. Yeah, the design of your page is very, very important at the end of the day. If you don't have a great design and presentation, this is nothing different than having a storefront, right? If you have a beautiful store with nice marble floors and nice furniture in there, people go, this is a luxury store. But when they come and visit your site and they're like, there's goat poop on the corner over here. There's children playing over here. There's straw, and the products are all over the floor. Of course, people are going to look at it and judge you. I mean, it's just human nature. So design is very important when it comes down to it. So, when it comes to design, here's the things. I'm going to give you some tools that you could use too in just a second here. How does my design look? It needs to look great, right? It needs to be web and mobile friendly, especially since 50% of the people on the internet are on the mobile. It needs to load very fast, lightning quick, right? Load quickly, and it needs to represent the product, all right? So when I say represent the product, I mean that it has to flow and feel like it's the right products. If you're selling a personal development page, you've got money signs all over the place and dollar floating all over the place, it's not going to represent the product if it's got, very mellow feeling and it feels good and you feel like you can, you got to be relatable when it comes to design. And so there's a very big thing when it comes down to it. And, that's very, very important when it does that. All right. So some tools that you can do, of course, you can outsource this or outsource, right? So we're first talking about tools available. ClickFunnels, I think, is one that you can use. And I'm not telling you to go out and buy anything here. I'm just kind of giving you some resources as well. There's a tool called Igloo that I really liked, Insta Pages. There's Lead Pages, there's Optimized Press, that's a WordPress thing. There's a couple other versions out there. No need to name them all, but I'm just purely telling you guys, there's a lot of tools out there. Or you can outsource it. Go to a place like, you can go to, freelancer.com, or my favorite at Upwork, and you can get people to make it for you. I've seen sales design somewhere about $300 to about $1,000. You can get the page of your dreams designed out for that way too. So it's really up to you when you want to do it. Not outsource, but outsource. I personally like to outsource my stuff because I actually don't have the time to sit here and worry about this. The places where I focus my energy on are mostly here in the sales messaging and the creation of the course, because that's the most important part in my opinion. And third to that is the design. So finding someone who's an expert who can get it knocked out in a day or two is much better than trying to struggle through it for 4 to 5 days, right? Pretty simple again. All right. So then from there, we just talked about the first 3 steps here. Let's talk about funnels. How many people here, just give me a number 1 if you know what a funnel is. Just type a number 1 if you know what a funnel is, right? So let's see here. All right, people, you guys are a smart group of cookies. I like that. I really appreciate that. All right, so funnel is very simple, right? It's where your upgrades, upsells. How do people go through your sales process, right? That's what a funnel is. Very, very simple, right? So this is where upgrades or one-time offers are available. It's a process of increasing your customer value, okay? Just to relate back to modern day real world stuff, I like to relate to things like that. If you go to a gas station, right, you get gas in your car, right? The first upgrade they offer you is, hey, would you like a car wash with that? I'm okay. All right, fine. Well, guess what? The second upgrade that they offer is, well, they've got a convenience store inside where they'll sell you some chips, some Coke, a hot dog, whatever you want. They've got some in there. Those are all upgrades. These are done for one reason. It's to increase your customer value. The gas station, for example, in this case I'm talking about, is looking to increase your customer value. If you spend just another $5 every time you visit that gas station, though you may not know in your head, that $5 adds up really fast. If you got 100 people who visit your gas station every day and spend $5 extra at your convenience store, $500 extra in your convenience store times 30 days, all of a sudden you have a $15,000 bump in your customer value. Think about that. And so with digital products, right? With digital products, you can't do that because, well, you can't set up a convenience store in your digital products. So what you've got to do is you've got to sit there and you've got to actually go ahead and do it right in the funnel. So that funnel is very important to you set up. Now that includes your pricing. That includes, that includes every little aspect. Oh, where am I going? Oh. That includes your pricing and everything else, and your back end. There's just a lot of things you've got to do. You got to continue pushing the person to buy, whatever it may be, to get them doing. And obviously you've got to do this where you're obviously giving the person value and reason to pull out their wallet again and pay you again for another thing. So designing the funnel is very, very important. All right. Then we've got to create our membership site. You guys have plenty of products, and you guys have probably done this before, where you log in, a place where you log in to access your product, right? You've got to have that, right? So let me name out some products that you can use. Wish list for WordPress. That's one of the most popular ones. There's Optimized Press. That's again for WordPress. I'm just giving you some resources. ClickFunnels, Everlesson, Kajabi, Teachable. There's a couple other ones out there. I know I'm missing some of these here, but it's pretty popular, membership sites, and designing one and getting it all together, putting all your content together. At this point on the membership site, you're putting all your content together into your membership site. So pretty important stuff that you should be absolutely thinking about as you're doing this along the way, right? Pretty simple, right? Then number 6, we're going to jump right into it. And again, guys, if you're lost at any level, don't worry. Next week, we're going to break this down even further, and I'm going to really show you guys exactly what you need to be doing to make this happen. So just beware that you got to be here next Wednesday so we can continue talking about it. I want you guys to all be here so we can continue talking about it, right? Number 6 is integration. This is the part that people pull out their hairs, okay? The techie stuff, right? I'm going to put that all there. What's funny about, Anik and my story a lot of times that people always think, one of the things that Anik was really great at when we first started was he's really great at the marketing, but he was really crappy at the techie stuff, and he still is to this day. We have a funny story, actually. It was really funny. One day we're sitting in a hotel in Vegas just a couple years ago, and Anik's going to kick me for telling this story, but he's telling me, Jimmy, I don't know why my Skype is not working. I cannot log into Skype. It's been weeks, and I looked at his Skype for 2 seconds. I said, Anik, you're not logged in. And he went, what? And he clicked on the little button, and he goes log in, and boom.
You had to tell that story, didn't you?
I had to tell that story. That is the classic. But that teaches you that even this guy who has a $20 million a year business doesn't even know techie stuff. And I'm here telling you guys that you got to do this techie stuff. So I just want you guys to understand this is something you should probably outsource. So you could outsource this stuff, or you can do it yourself. And this is where you're doing stuff like payment buttons. You're going to connect them, buttons connected. You're going to set up your affiliate network or connection here. You're going to set up your members area to send emails automatically. This is all done. You got to get your design to go from design to actual working page. You got to get your videos embedded. You got to get your upsell flow set up. And you've got to get your tracking done, right? So this can all be done, and I'm not saying that it's not done. I do it myself because I like doing this stuff. I know this stuff. The techie stuff doesn't scare me, and I do have a great team that also helps me as well. But let's face the truth here. This stuff gets really scary, and I'm okay with that. But we're going to break this down again further and talk about different places you can use, the easiest ways to do it next week as well. So that's important as well. Last but not least, the part that everyone loves, this is the part, payments. How do I collect my payments? How do I get my money, right? That's pretty simple, pretty powerful stuff, right? So there's PayPal, there's Stripe. You can use a place like ClickBank, or you can get your own merchant account at your local bank. There's a lot of ways to collect that payment, but you've got to know how to do it. You've got to know how to set it up, and then you've got to be able to connect everything. So payments actually kind of goes with integrations, because part of number 6, it could almost be looked at as a 6B, and looking at, okay, in order to get my integration set up, I've got to get my payment set up as well too. So there's multiple places that this is all done. So that right there, what I did right now, it was giving you almost like a high-level thought process, right? The high-level thought process is that you don't need to actually know how to do all this. You just need to know how to hire people, and you need to know the process, right? So it's all about knowing the process, not doing each and every step, right? So remember that while you guys are looking at this, I just wanted to tell you guys about this. You guys should be knowing the process is important. It's not about doing each and every step and knowing it yourself. There's a lot of great people in the world that you can do. And I keep saying this because it is good. Let someone else do it for you. Why are you going to do it yourself? All you got to know is how it works and why it works. You should be focused on one thing, getting traffic and doing your marketing and making money when it comes down to it. So that's it right there. That's the 7 steps. So what I wanted to do here was, there's a lot to take in here. I talked about all sorts of stuff, and I'm sure Anna can chime in here in a second and talk about this, but there's a lot here that we do. But here's the thing. You don't have to do it yourself. That's the number one thing you guys need to know about. There's things people can do for you to make this happen for you, right? So that's why next Wednesday, we're going to continue diving into it and continue opening up this. So next week, you'll see these same 7 steps. We're going to talk about it in a completely different way. Anik and I will talk back and forth and just kind of really talk to you about how we're going to break this apart and really, really open your mind up on how to do this. Does that sound exciting, guys? Yes? Give me a yes here. Yes? Okay, awesome. Good. And that's what I want to hear, guys. And I hope you guys have learned something so far. If you've learned anything in this webinar so far with me, give me number 5 in the box. Let me know that you've been paying attention and learning. I know you guys have been kind of quiet, but I wanted you guys to be a little quiet on purpose, because if you guys are listening and paying attention, this will tell you guys exactly that I know you guys are listening and you guys are probably taking tedious notes, and the reason why you haven't been able to, and I wanted to be real about it with you guys, because look, guys, doing this is the way you're going to take yourself from $90 to $1,125, guys. A very dramatic difference, but look at the work that you got to put in to make it from $90 to $1,100. Hey, Anik, are you sitting there, by the way? I don't know. I thought I heard you chime in a couple times.
Yeah, I'm sitting here watching them. I'm loving it. Everyone who's watching right now, okay, first of all, if you've enjoyed this training, just type in the number 10. I want to see the feedback, okay? Jimmy is easy on you guys, but I want to see everybody participate, because you guys know the more you engage, you know that the more you learn. It internalizes. Wow, look at that, Jimmy. Everyone's just absolutely loving the training, man. And I want to know if you're on Facebook, type in number 10. I see Bob, Shayla, Kimmy. Let's look over here on YouTube. Everyone was so upset with me last week on YouTube. They were saying I was ignoring them. And, it looks like comments are off today. Oh, oops, that wasn't supposed to happen. All right. All right, no problem. Well, listen, guys, I'm so excited that you're here. And I want to tell you that Jimmy has put his heart and soul into this training. And I know that because I know how hard he was preparing for it, how many times he was talking with me about it. Jimmy, you've done a great job. I want to also ask another question. Type in "I'm in." Type in "I'm in" if you're going to be here next week for Jimmy's follow-up session next week as well. Next week, I want you to type in "I'm in" next Wednesday, same time, same place, right here. All right, type in "I'm in." I want to see everyone who's going to be here. You can't miss the second part of this. And Jimmy, real quick, what are the plans for next week? I know that you're not done. I'm sorry to cut you off.
Yeah. So this week we did the what on purpose. Now next week we'll do the how, because I can't fit this in. I could literally sit here for another 2 hours and talk about this, but I'd rather break it up because I want you guys to soak this in. Some of the people were not able to be here, so they'll watch the replay and learn from this as the number 1 of the what, and then next week we'll talk about the how and teach you guys exactly how each part of this works. I'll ask Anik for some feedback, but I'll teach you guys exactly how it's done at every level. And that's what again, I see Juan says, I will spend 3 hours. He says 3 hours, let's do it. Guys, that's what I want to do. I want to give you guys the bird's eye view first today, give you guys a lot of information. I gave you guys the case study first because I wanted you guys to know why I'm teaching you guys. Now I taught you the what, and the last thing I'll teach you guys is the how, and that's what it comes down to as well. And that's what I wanted to do, Anik.
Man, that is powerful. Now listen, everybody, here's the deal. I want to be very transparent and upfront with you, and I want to tell you that and Jimmy has not mentioned this at all, but I'm going to mention it, all right? Jimmy's got a great service where he actually will do all this for you. Now, I'm not pitching anything. There's nothing to buy. But I'm a little bit curious, and I'll give you a completely different option, something for those of you who are interested in it. How many would love it if Jimmy just did all of this for you, if Jimmy's team did it all for you? I mean, built your product, built your sales pages, built your payment systems, built your affiliate program, built your upsells, put up the members area, did all the technology. Type in the number 2. Type in the number 2. Julie says, sounds costly. It's actually not. But anyways, we're not talking about the cost today. I'm actually going to give you something really cool. that shows you guys that we empower you to make your own decisions, and that's what's most important to me. I want to see a bunch of twos coming in. Come on. I want to see a bunch of twos coming in. All right. I see them. Okay. So what we're going to do is, next week on Wednesday, Jimmy's going to share with you the way you do this if you were to do it on your own. All right. Next week, Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern time, same place, same time, right here. You can join us through GoToWebinar. You can join us through Facebook. You can join us through YouTube. Guys, we've made the whole freaking thing. We're handing everything to you, okay? We just want you to watch this. We just want you to take in the content. And what we will do then on June 8th, so next week on Thursday, not on our Success Weekly, next week on Thursday, for those of you who are interested, you'll be able to get on a separate webinar with us at 8 p.m. Eastern time, June 8th. Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern time. It's about an hour before today's session started. And on that one, Jimmy will share with you the details of his service, okay? He can bring on a certain number of students. He can bring on a certain number of students. Can't bring on a lot. And that's when you can ask him all the questions. You can engage with him directly. All you need to do right now, okay, to register for that webinar, it's absolutely free. There's nothing, and I just want it to be so that you guys believe, you see the full transparency. Okay, so you see the full transparency. So next week, Wednesday, we have a powerful training session again. And then the day right after that, you can set up for the webinar right now. You can sign up for the webinar right now. June 8th, Thursday, 8 p.m. Go to lurn.com/done. LURN.com/done. DONE. All right, I know how many people are watching this right now, so I'm going to check right now. I'm going to go and check how many people have started signing up for this. But on that webinar, he's going to show you exactly, what is possible. He's going to show you how his system works, how you can get involved, and it's completely up to you at that point if you want to participate, if you don't want to participate. And for some reason, I can't. Oh, there we go. All right, we've already got a bunch of people just signed up. So all you have to do is put in your first name, your last name, and email. How many of you are going to take us up on this? How many of you are going to take us up on this? Type in me right now. Type in me if you're gonna be there. All right. I believe in full transparency. So what we're doing is we're giving you tremendous content and things that you can go forward. You have to make a choice. Do you want to do this on your own, which is what today and the next Wednesday is about? We teach you how to do it on your own. Or maybe it's right for you. Maybe it fits for having Jimmy's team just do it for you. And in that case, what I'm asking is take a separate time so we don't take time away from our training time on Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern time, and just join us over at lurn.com/done right now and sign up for it. It's free. And then you can join us on that webinar live where Jimmy will walk you through everything in specific details. All right, so keep typing in me right now. I already see that we have over 100 people signed up for it. We already have over 100 people signed up for it. So that's awesome, guys. I want you to join. And the biggest thing I want you to do right now is I want you to go out of your way to mark your calendars. Okay, one of the things that you guys know that really just gets me all crazy is when people register for webinars and they don't come, right? In that case, don't register, guys. But that shows no commitment, all right? So, and you take someone else's seat. So I'm typing the message here as well into chat. It's lurn.com/done. I'll tell you right now how many people have already gone ahead and put in. We have now 150 people. So I want to see at least, I'll tell you right now, I want to see at least 400 people today. I want to see at least 400 people today. That's how I know how many people we have. And on this webinar, I'm telling you from the get-go, you'll join, and all Jimmy's going to talk about is this service they offer where they'll do it for you. It will not, thank you, Jimmy. It will not be streamed on YouTube or Facebook. It's a private invite. You got to be on GoToWebinar. You will have opportunities to talk to Jimmy, to ask him questions. You will have opportunities to see what the system looks like, what it's done. And that's it. I just want to make sure, I want to push that, that you really, really, really save this seat, because once you've seen next week on Wednesday, you're going to have an opportunity to really make a conscious decision if you want to, you'll make a decision if you want to do this on your own or if you want to let someone else do it. That'll be your prerogative. But we have 190 people already that are joined. I bet you if I hit refresh right now, it'll climb even beyond that. Yep, 197. So we're coming on close to 200. I don't think you should miss this opportunity. Type in the number 1 if you haven't joined it yet, but you're filling it in. Type in the number 1 if you haven't, but you're going to the URL right now. All right, type in the number 1. I'm going to go here on Facebook. I just realized I got to put this URL in over here for you guys on Facebook in the comments. What are people, what do we got here? Lots of ones. All right, so you're still heading over there. Come on, get over there right now. Free webinar registration.
And some people are saying they'll go after this webinar, which is cool too. I understand people don't want to lose anything when it comes down to it, so that's good. But guys, as Annika said, yeah, I didn't say it yet, but I was gonna say it. But what I want to do is I want to first teach you guys how it's done, so that you guys know exactly the how, just like I talked about. And make sure, if you are interested, my team is done here, and we build. We can do this for you, and you want everything done and automated for you, and you can get your product done. And you can be on your way to making that $1,125 with that 500 traffic that we talked about earlier, instead of making just that $90 as an affiliate. This is the webinar that you want to sign up for. Again, it's lurn.com. That done. It's a private invite, and yeah, we'll talk. You guys can ask all the questions you want. We'll talk about every little aspect about it. We're very transparent about it, as my company is, just like Anik is. We try to be super transparent and make sure that you have all the knowledge when it comes down to it. So set your alarm clocks. Make sure that you have your calendar clear for that night if you're interested for this. And I know we have Anik just texted me and said 250 people already signed up. Wow, I'm humbled by this, guys. I'm going to tell you guys, that means that you guys are, and I'm really, really happy that you guys are excited about something like this. And that's, it really excites me, because I'm here to empower entrepreneurs and make people start their online business. So, I remember when I was 8 years ago and, still struggling to learn this, and I turned to Anik and had someone do it. It took me from 2009 to 2011 to build my first course. That's 2 years to do it. And I realized that's a really big problem in this place, because it's really hard to do all this stuff, right? I know I just taught you the what today, and I taught you exactly, but even just listening to the what, how many people here listening to just the what feel a little overwhelmed? If you do, just tell me yes here a little bit. I want you guys to, I want to see how people are feeling. Yeah, people feel a little overwhelmed. Yeah, of course it is. But this is what it comes down to, making it and 10xing the amount of money from $90 to $1,125 for that same amount, plus all the other residual from affiliate traffic that you make sales from, and so forth. So this is how you get to it. And it's supposed to be a little overwhelming, because I'm giving it to you real. I'm not giving you the fluff. I'm not teaching a magic button right now. I want to tell you how this actually works in your life, and this is how it works. All right. So with that being said, guys, thank you. Anik, I don't know if you have anything closing, but I'm good. I feel like I've served my purpose today. I've taught a lot of great stuff here, and I feel like I'm going to walk away and knowing that today I've done something good in the world and taught somebody something. And I know some people were on the edge of building their product or getting their product done. Hopefully I can give you some push over there and give you a little push to finish out your product as well too.
Yeah, man, you absolutely did amazing. Now we still have our $500 giveaway, everybody, so don't run off yet. And Jimmy, if you could stay, because I'll have to use your screen to show them our Facebook page.
Oh yeah, let me pull up my
chance. But listen, don't do it yet, guys. We are almost at 300 people that are registered, so I want us to get to above 300 because I don't know. It's just fun to watch this thing go up. We need like 10 more people to register. And, the whole thing is we're limiting it. I just decided, Jimmy, on your behalf, that we're going to limit it to about 500 people who can register, at which point I'll shut the registration down. Just because we don't want a lot of people on that webinar. We only want people that are going to be very serious so that they can ask Jimmy actual questions. But don't forget, next Wednesday, we're still going over a lot of training here next week, Wednesday, 9 p.m. So you got to be here on Wednesday, because that's just straight up training. And that'll basically teach you the manual way of doing things, right? There's 2 ways of doing stuff. You can either get it automated, or secondly, you can go the manual route. So it'll be up to you. I want to empower you guys to do it. How many of you love the transparency? Type in me if you love the transparency. I want to see you guys type in me below if you love the transparency, where we're basically giving you everything. We're handing it to you and letting you be empowered with it. All right. Now on Facebook, yep, I can see it. So make sure you type in me, Deb. I see you, and I see a lot of people here on GoToWebinar, Chelsea, Frank, Gerard, Florence, Doreen, Bella. Thank you guys. I got Betty. Betty's back. Hey, Betty, Catherine, Angelica, Kimberly, Prabhu, Lots of people typing in me. So guys, thank you for that. That's really our major goal and mission in, as I always tell you with Lurn, is to be a home for entrepreneurs, and home requires transparency. And we just crossed 300, man. So that means over 50% of the seats are now already gone. We have 200 seats left, which don't forget, we'll be doing a webinar next week as well. So I'm sure we'll fill that up as well. Pretty impeccable. All right. So let's do this. You guys want to win that $500 Lurn Fund giveaway? We're going to do a $500 Lurn Fund giveaway. Everybody, what I want you to do right now. So Jimmy, if you could do me a favor and pull up my Facebook. So facebook.com/Lurn Inc. Everybody, it's facebook.com/Lurn Inc. And I will show Jimmy.
Am I on the right screen here?
Turn that off, Jimmy, not the live. Yeah. So not the live, just go to the Lurn Inc. page. All right, there you go. Jimmy, you can also just go to facebook.com/Lurn Inc.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go. All right, guys, I'll give you an opportunity to leave a comment, and we will choose someone from the comments. So Jimmy, if you scroll down, keep scrolling down. Right there. So you guys see that? Oh, where'd you go? Up. There you go, right there. That image, guys, right there. I want you to find that post that says live now, how I started a business from scratch and more than double my profits by making one simple change. I want you to leave a comment. And by leaving a comment here, here's what I want you to say. I want you to let Jimmy know what you thought about today's training. So look at that. We've already got Brian Simmons says, great work today. The value you give is more than we deserve. Oh, Brian, that's not true. You deserve every bit of it, man. Lurn Nation deserves every bit of everything. I haven't had you guys type in #Lurn Nation in a long time. We're going to do one of those too soon. So guys, you have a few minutes, all right, since sometimes on Facebook and on YouTube there is a delay. Don't type in the comment into GoToWebinar. If you do it, it won't count. I need you to go do it actually at this image. So find that very image and look at all of that. Really learned a lot. Can't wait for the next session. Fabulous. Many thanks. Today's training was the best. Jimmy was great. Very helpful. Ready to learn more. I like how he spelled learn there. Okay, fantastic. Awesome, Jimmy. A lot of golden nuggets. Keep them coming. Jimmy did a great job. Clear, simple, and very valuable. Awesome, guys. We'll keep those comments coming over there. Head on over to it. We have 17 right now. Look, you have a 1 out of 17 chance at the current moment of winning $500 investment from Lurn Fund into your business. And we'll keep basically, I'll give you about 2 or 3 more minutes, all right? And I'll give you an update on how many people we've probably got now. Well, we probably got a lot more people already signed up also for that June 8th Thursday webinar. 321. We have 180 seats left. That's it. Literally, we have 180 seats left. And next week, I promise you, I have a feeling by the time we do the webinar next week on Wednesday, Jimmy, we won't even have any seats left for the Thursday session. So
that'd be amazing. The more people I have, the better I feel about what I'm doing. So keep them coming, guys. Sign up.
That's awesome. All right. So guys, we will. Somebody just said they're still waiting for the $500 investment that they won. Guys, you gotta, if you haven't gotten it, there's probably some documentation we don't have from you yet. Just message us at support@lurn.com, all right? Just send that message to support@lurn.com. We'll be happy to figure out what's going on. And so crypto trader. I don't think I ever remember rewarding a crypto trader. Look at this. All right, I want to read this. Michael McDonald, a few notes from what Jimmy shared today. 7 steps to create your product. So Michael just took all these notes for you guys. So if you want notes, Michael, you know what? Man, that is amazing.
I think Michael deserves it. He was paying attention.
Yeah, I think you just got your name in the hat. So we're gonna start creating a short list here. Michael McDonald. I'm gonna take a picture of this real quick, Jimmy, so I can always have. Can you scroll up? There you go. All right, Michael McDonald and Marisha, if you're watching. Or anyone who's watching from our team, make sure you write that down. So you're in the race. Let's see. We'll wait a few more opportunities. How many comments do we have now, Jimmy? Total.
Let me refresh it real quick. And let's see here. We have 67 comments now.
67 comments already. All right. I'll tell you what. I'm going to pick a winner at 100. I like that. Usama got my book delivered to them. All right. Killer stuff. Great book. Read it. Internalize it. Know it. We're gonna wait till we hit 100 comments, and then we're gonna pick our winner. And I'll let you know in the meantime how many seats have already gone for our June 8th webinar. We are now at 330. So 170 seats left for that. So make sure you go to learn.com/done. All right, make sure you go to learn.com/done and save your seat. We will run out of seats very, very, very soon. All right, Jimmy, let's have a quick see. Do we have 100 comments?
Let's see. Refresh. We are at 86 comments.
86. You got opportunity. Guys, think about this. You have a 1 out of 100 chance of winning a $500 investment into your business. And think about what the lottery chances are. Chances of winning lottery is usually like 1 out of like 50 million or some crazy number. Talk about 1 out of 100 just for giving insightful feedback. Look at that.
11 away.
11 comments away before we go ahead and pick our winner. So Jimmy, let's pick another person for the short list. So we got Michael McDonald so far. I'm going to write down his name. He's in the running.
I like this right here. Asuma with his book. I appreciate that he's so excited that he took a picture of that book for you.
All right, Osama. Let me get his last name there. Ben Zahara. So you are now. We're gonna pick one more short list right when we hit 100. Right when we hit 100, we're gonna pick one more person, and then we will let our gracious guest choose the winner.
I like that one so far. I like that he's a Published Academy student and he feels like he's been with you for a long time, it seems like, so that's cool.
All right, Benjamin Bullock, your name has been added to the list. Jimmy, let's do a quick refresh, see if we hit 100. Boom!
And we have hit 100.
All right, exactly 100. All right, Jimmy, you can put one more person on the short list, and then we'll just basically pick, I'll let you pick one.
You know what? Let's make number 100 as the last one, just for fun here. Lynn Reese.
All right, Lynn Reese. Or Reese, you are in the running now. Jimmy, we have 4 people. Michael McDonald. We have Osama Benzara. We have Benjamin Bullock, and we have Lynn Reese. Who's it going to be, Mr. Kim?
Hold on. Let's just generate a number. Let's do a number generator.
How do you do that? That's fanciness.
I've seen this before. Hold on. Okay, random 1 to 4. All right?
All right.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Number 1.
All right, Michael McDonald, the one who took the amazing notes. Guys, if you didn't see it, you got to go to the comment section of this post. You can copy and paste his notes. He was gracious enough to post them for everybody. So, Michael McDonald, thank you very much. Now, Michael, here's what's going to happen. My team's going to take a pic, have your information. Make sure you message us at support@learn.com, and you'll have to give us a little bit of information about yourself. We'll check your social profile. Remember, in order to win, you have to have liked the Learn Facebook page. You have to have liked it. See, Jimmy has. I was just going to check Jimmy to make sure he has. I see liked it. Otherwise, I was going to yell at him. So you have to have liked it. So Michael McDonald, someone from our team, will then basically get the necessary stuff out of the way. And congratulations. And remember, as I always say, your $500 investments are not to be used for PlayStation or Xbox. They must be used for your business. Come on, guys. Invest them into something powerful for your business. We're at 115 comments. Everybody, thank you so much for your amazing feedback. I'll let you know here how many people we have registered for that June 8th webinar on Thursday. We are now at 340. 340, wow. So we have 160 seats left. That's it. Amazing stuff, guys. Make sure your calendars are marked. Now, remember, on that day, Jimmy will present to you the opportunity to work with him. There is an investment required for that, but I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised at how freaking low it is. So come with that frame of mind, right? It's a webinar purely to discuss the service that he's offering. But on Wednesday next week, you get to learn how to do that very thing on your own. So we got 2 powerful webinars next week, Wednesday and Thursday. And if you're interested in the service, then show up on Thursday as well. And save your seat. So without further ado, Jimmy, anything you'd like to add or say?
No, I think I will say I love working with people that are so enthusiastic about growing and learning and growing their business and doing something with themselves and running away from the rat race. And I hope I can help you guys in whatever way, at least if I inspired one little thing to help you guys make a difference tomorrow, then I know I did my job today. And that's what I'm here for. And I'm excited that I did that for you guys. And that's it, guys. I just thank you guys for being here and listening to me.
Awesome. All right. Well, let's everyone type in thank you, Jimmy. Type in thank you, Jimmy, right now. He took a lot of time away from his family. I just told you he's going to be a dad in less than, how many days now? Less than 90 days or so.
Yeah, it's like 95, 80 some days or something like that.
Yeah.
It's getting crazy.
You know, he should be home with the mom to be, but he's here with us. So let's all type in thank you, Jimmy, and appreciate him for it. All right, Jimmy, thanks so much, man. You crushed it as always. Amazing stuff that's going to come in very handy for our Learn Nation students. And with that said, everybody, thank you very much. I will see you next Wednesday. And remember, if you haven't yet become a customer, if you can buy any of the Learn Nation products, Inbox Blueprint or Learn Insider, you get to join us on the Wednesday 3 p.m. sessions where I do tremendous training as well. And currently we're doing a really kick-ass training on traffic. So you should go over to learninsider.com if you haven't yet. It's a $5 donation for a 21-day change, absolute transformational course. And then it's just $67 a month after that. So join that, and you get a chance to join us on our Wednesday 3 p.m. webinars as well. But I will see you here next week, Wednesday, 9 p.m. Wednesday, 9 p.m. And then go to learn.com/done if you want to join us also on Thursday, 8 p.m. Make sure you go to the Learn Inc. page, facebook.com/Learn Inc. and click like on that page so you can follow all the amazing content and all the live stuff that we do here. And without further ado, thank you, Jimmy. Thank you, everyone. Have a great evening, great day, great morning, great afternoon, wherever you're calling in from all over the world. This is Onyx Sangal reminding you when life pushes you, stand straight, smile, and push it the heck back. I'll see you guys on the next one.
You guys next week.